Fresno, California, doesn't make national headlines often. It's a city of agricultural roots and working-class hustle, where high school sports still matter and neighbors wave from across chain-link fences. But one spring evening in 2023, something happened that would send shockwaves through the entire community. It was a Thursday night. The air was warm, breezy, with the subtle hum of crickets and the occasional bark of a distant dog. In the heart of the Roosevelt neighborhood, 16-year-old Kayla Montgomery was walking home after basketball practice, her gym bag slung over her shoulder. She had earbuds in, unaware of what was coming. At exactly 9:47 p.m., a single gunshot echoed through the night. Neighbors rushed outside. One of them, a middle-aged man in slippers and a bathrobe, spotted a silhouette fleeing. He looked down the street and saw her, face down on the pavement. He would later tell police, trembling, "I heard it, just one pop. Then I saw her lying there, face down. I didn't know what to do." By the time first responders arrived, Kayla was already gone. Roosevelt High was known for its basketball team, and Kayla was one of its stars. With dreams of playing college ball, she practiced hard, stayed out of trouble, and was loved by teammates and teachers alike. When police arrived at the scene that night, they were met with something chilling. Kayla, lifeless, a single gunshot wound in the back of her head. Her gym bag lay on the sidewalk. Her phone and wallet were still inside. Nothing had been taken. Nothing seemed random. Detectives immediately knew this wasn't a robbery. The silence around the crime was deafening. No screams. No witnesses willing to speak. But the first break came from a private security camera on a duplex a block away. The footage revealed several figures walking. Teens, possibly. Then one broke away. A person in a red hoodie, torn jeans, white sneakers. The figure approached Kayla from behind. One flash, one shot, then darkness. A few blocks down, another camera captured the same figure removing a ski mask and climbing into a black Honda Accord. The plates were blurry. The face was hidden, but the outfit was distinct. It wasn't enough to arrest anyone, but it was enough to start digging. Detectives canvassed Roosevelt High the next day. Kayla's teammates were stunned. Many were too shocked to speak. Others whispered theories. Then, during an interview with a sophomore girl named Maya, one detail emerged. Kayla had an argument with someone on Instagram, a girl named Brielle. She threatened her, said she'd make her disappear. Brielle Monroe, 17, a name that wasn't unfamiliar to administrators. Brielle had a reputation. Street smart, sharp-tongued, and frequently in trouble. Teachers describe her as a storm waiting to happen. She'd been in multiple fights. A few of her videos had gone semi-viral on TikTok, showing her confronting students or throwing punches. Police checked her social media. Days before the murder, Brielle had commented on a post of Kayla's. "Better keep my name out your mouth." The clothes in her photos matched the description from the footage. Still, she had no criminal record, no gun ownership, and no concrete link. Yet, Brielle lived with her aunt on the east side. Her parents were mostly absent. Her father was in and out of prison. Her mother had moved to Arizona. Brielle spent most of her time with cousins, older kids, many of whom had run-ins with the law. When detectives visited the home, Brielle wasn't there, so they waited. 2 days later, she showed up to school like nothing had happened. Police didn't arrest her, but they watched her closely. 3 weeks passed. Then, a fight broke out behind a gas station on the east side. A witness called 911, claiming 2 girls were fighting and one of them had a weapon. When officers arrived, they found Brielle angry, scraped, and carrying a gym bag. Inside the bag, a silver revolver. It wasn't loaded, but the serial number had been scratched off. She was taken into custody. At the station, Brielle sat across from 2 detectives, veterans of the department who had seen hardened criminals crack in minutes. But Brielle didn't crack. They showed her the gun. She shrugged. They asked her about Kayla. She admitted they knew each other, but claimed they hadn't spoken in weeks. "Did you threaten her?" one detective asked. "No," she replied. "What were you doing the night of March 16th? "Home, watching Netflix." "Can anyone confirm that?" Brielle smiled faintly. You think I'm the killer? Prove it. Stone-faced, unshaken, the detectives left the room more frustrated than when they entered. The case began to stall. They had a suspect, a motive, a weapon, but no direct connection. Then came the break. A car parked across the street during the murder was finally traced. It belonged to Jalen Cruz, 20, a friend of Brielle's older cousin. When detectives brought him in, Jalen was nervous. He denied everything. But when they showed him the footage, the moment of the shooting and the image of the car, his hands began to shake. She told me, he said quietly, Brielle, that night, what did she say? She said she was tired of Kayla talking. She told me, I handled it. Then she laughed. I didn't think she meant like that. That was the break they needed. 2 days later, police arrived at Brielle's aunt's apartment at 6 a.m. They knocked, announced, and entered with a warrant. Brielle didn't resist. She was handcuffed silently, her eyes cold. She was charged as an adult with first-degree murder. The trial would draw massive attention. Kayla's family sat in the front row every day, clinging to each word. Her mother gave a statement that silenced the courtroom. My daughter had dreams. She was going to play college ball. She wanted to be the first in our family to graduate college. One bullet ended all of that. The jury deliberated for just 5 hours. Guilty. Brielle was sentenced to 25 years to life. In the months after the trial, Fresno rallied. A mural of Kayla was painted near Roosevelt High. A local scholarship was created in her name for young women in sports. Community rallies against teen violence surged. Kayla Montgomery's story became a symbol, not just a tragedy, but the urgent need to protect young lives from senseless violence. Her voice may have been stolen, but her legacy never will be, because no one, especially a 16-year-old girl walking home, deserves to be erased in silence. If you're captivated by real-life mysteries and chilling crime stories, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. There's so much more to uncover, and you won't want to miss a single case.